Hello and welcome everyone, my name is Reef as always, and instead of a first impressions video, I'm doing a review for a change, a review of sorts. This game is Borderlands the Pre-sequel, and I'm pretty sure all of you are screaming yes, this is Borderlands. Obviously you saw the title of the video and you can see this is Borderlands by the artistic style and all that. Now the pre-sequel is a bit different than the original Borderlands and Borderlands 2 in that it actually plays off on the moon instead of Pandora. But from how I see it works, the pre-sequel obviously is the game between Borderlands and Borderlands 2. Even though it did come out after Borderlands 2 and a lot of things said in pre-sequel, references made in the pre-sequel are actually references of things that happened in Borderlands 2. So I think the order of play would still be Borderlands, Borderlands 2, then the pre-sequel, just to keep things normal, I guess, in the fucking time frame, space continuum plot thing. Otherwise it's gonna be plot holes all over the fucking place. Now the nice thing about this game is it kind of gives you a bit of more information about why Jack is such a jerk and things like that, but also why the Threshers come, where the Threshers come from, and all those kind of things. But one thing that's sort of different, in the previous Borderlands game you always had like a Siren class, and that is not true in this one. In this one you have a Gladiator, Enforcer, Lawbringer, Frag-Trap, which is actually just a Claptrap unit, which has a pretty good perk, even though it's fucking annoying as a class with all these words he says and everything, because it is a Claptrap unit, obviously. Which is, I'll show you actually. I'll rather just show you instead of telling you. Now there are a few things that they added in this game that makes it a bit different. Seeing as you are on the moon, oxygen is a bit of a, how shall you say, well, scarce commodity, I guess. Let's go find some Triton flats. That's pretty much outside. Let me just say. So, in this one, you used to have those iridium upgrades in Borderlands 2. You now have Oz kits, which are just oxygen kits like you need to breathe outside. But they also have like bonuses, that extra damage, slam damage. I'll show you what slam damage is in a bit, which are really cool and interesting to use. But the whole thing is, see, I'm in an oxygen zone with atmosphere, and now you see this bar left bottom of my screen. It's going down, and if I don't have that, oh, that's an ugly motherfucker. If I don't have the Oz kit on, I would probably die. Now the funny thing is the Frag-Trap, which is a Claptrap unit, doesn't need oxygen because it's a robot, but you also still use the Oz kits for the damage bonuses. Now another nice touch, because you're on the moon, low gravity is a thing, but if you double jump, right, and hit C, you do a slam attack, which is pretty cool, does a fair bit of damage, and some of the Oz kits gives it a nice, how shall you say, elemental effect chance. Another nice change that I kind of like is they have removed slag because there's no iridium on the moon. It's all on Pandora. It's only on Pandora. And replace it with cryo, which is essentially freezing. Freezing thingies. Do I have a cryo weapon? I do have a cryo weapon. Let me show you. Let me show you. Energized. Ah, you sugar ups. Look, they're freezing! But yeah. I have to say though, I have played this game co-op. It is a lot better in co-op than single player. It's made for co-op actually. It's not worth doing a single player. A lot of the quests that you get are a lot easier with friends than without. And by a lot, I mean a fuck ton. There are a few bad things about the game though. The intro sequence is stupidly long. Like seriously long. I mean, the first Borderlands had a long intro. The second one also had a pretty long intro. But it wasn't overly fucking long. You weren't stuck doing things that you had no fucking interest in. Let me just go back here. Whereas in this one, you have a really long intro that just doesn't seem to end, and then the game takes a few good hours before it actually starts, you know, when things actually start happening, which is a bit of a problem for me. It's a bit of an annoyance. I do prefer, I think even in Borderlands 2 it took a bit long, but even then it wasn't that bad. I mean, you just had to go kill the bullymongs, and after that things went pretty fucking great when you hit Sanctuary, I guess. But this one, action starts pretty fast, but you basically are stuck with shit weapons and shit loot for a good half of the game, to be honest. Another problem so far is quest rewards are quite terrible. Not really worth. Loot is for the most part terrible. Money is scarce, but that's pretty normal for Borderlands because ammo is quite expensive. Other than that, the quests themselves are quite fun, I have to say, because it's kind of cool seeing the whole thing, where the loaders come from and all those things, and killing Claptrap units is always fun. I mean, yeah. Also, Moxie is young in this game, but I'm not going to show you guys Moxie because that would just be pervy, you know. There's like obviously nothing in this fucking area because I already killed everything before, which is also kind of weird. In Borderlands 2, most of the time things end up respawning, hey? But no, not here. Not so much. Another big difference between Borderlands 2 and this one, Borderlands the Pre-sequel, is that in Borderlands 2 you used Iridium to buy upgrades for your bank and your inventory slots and all those. Where in this one, you kind of you don't have that, but you have something called Moonstone. Which is pretty cool in itself. But it's a lot easier to get, which is a nice bonus, I'll admit. So the abilities aren't as cool as I'm used to from the Borderlands 2 characters. There's no real healer. There are, if you include the DLC characters, which are the Baroness and Jack's clone, 2 snipers, and basically 1 melee character, which is the Gladiator, is kind of melee-ish. And that's it. And Fracture's just fucking annoying. Does a lot of damage, but it's annoying. I have to say though, the game runs quite well, but it's pretty much standard affair. Imagine playing, if you want a short answer about Borderlands the Pre-sequel, it is Borderlands 2 slightly worse with more Australians. That's essentially it. Less rednecks, more Australians. But Australians are kind of rednecks too. I mean, let's be fair now. They drink tons of beer, don't we all? And they drive utes and those kind of things, and they have this weird accent. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think of the game in the comment section below. You have probably played this, so your thoughts would be good. And if you're wanting to play this game with me sometime, let me know. You can give you my Steam details, and we can jam. But yeah, I'll see you guys again next time. Let me know what you guys think of my first game review video thingy. I mean, there's not too much to be said, other than there are a few bugs in the game, obviously, but that's pretty much a 2K thing in general, isn't it, eh? Anyway, I'll see you guys again next time. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.